Let's start with a simple but uncomfortable question. How serious is the problem of corruption in India today? According to the Transparency International Corruption Perceptions Index, India currently ranks 96th out of 180 countries with a score of 38 out of 100. That places India well below many emerging economies and highlight a trust deficit in public institutions. You may think this is just about numbers, but that is not true. Over the past few months, we have seen large number of the news items around the growing trends of more and more corruption among the young recruits, as well as the tendency for early exits from public services. Several commentaries and reports point to how structural corruption, political pressure, and fear of both punishment and inaction are shaping administrative behavior. In other words, corruption is not just a moral problem, but a governance challenge. And it is precisely in this context that the Supreme Court's recent debate on Section 17A of the Prevention of Corruption Act becomes extremely timely. So, what is Section 17A? Section 17A was introduced through the amendment to the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. The provision requires prior approval of the authorities before any investigation can be initiated against a public servant for decisions taken in their official capacity. The idea on paper was to protect honest officers from politically motivated investigations. But critics argue that this flips the logic of anti corruption law on its head because investigators cannot even begin an inquiry without executive permission. This concern reached to the Supreme Court through a petition filed by the Center for Public Interest Litigation, questioning whether Section 17A actually shields corruption rather than preventing it. Recently, the Supreme Court has delivered a split verdict on this issue. Justice B.V. Nagaratna held that Section 17A is unconstitutional, reasoning that mandatory prior approval blocks investigation at the threshold and undermines the very purpose of anti-corruption framework. In her view, the provision creates an unjustified protection for public officials and violates principles of equality and accountability. On the other hand, Justice K.V. Vishwanathan upheld the validity of Section 17A, but with safeguards. He emphasized the need to protect honest decision makers in the governance and suggested that independent institutions should play a role in granting approval rather than leaving it solely to the executive. Now, because of this disagreement, the matter has now been referred to a larger bench of Supreme Court. At its core, the debate reflects a deeper constitutional tension. How do we fight corruption effectively without paralyzing governance? And how do we protect honest officials without insulating the dishonest? As India continues to struggle with corruption rankings and public trust, the final word on Section 17A could shape the future of accountability in Indian governance. On this entire issue, what is your take? Do let us know.